everybody, welcome back to Homemaking 101. Today we're going to be making some homemade apple cider vinegar. So you can do this with whole apples, or you can use apple scraps from when you make applesauce, or even just eating apples. You can use the scraps left over from that, save your skins and freeze them, and then when you're ready for them, you can go ahead and pop them out and use them. So for full apples, we're basically just chopping them up in small pieces. We're just using some quart jars today. If you have half gallons or gallon jars, that would work even better. I don't have any on hand, so that's why we're just using these. We're gonna fill our jars about halfway full with apples. Once we have it filled with apples halfway full, then we're going to fill the rest with lukewarm water. And then we're going to add a little bit of sugar into here. Some people also add a little bit of store-bought regular vinegar or apple cider vinegar into their homemade batch as well to help the fermenting, just kind of help it along a little faster. We're not doing that because I want to do everything from scratch. We don't want to use any store-bought stuff at all. So after we have all that put together, they are going to sit for about 7 to 8 weeks to ferment completely. You want to stir them every day so that you don't get any kind of molding. And then after 7 to 8 weeks, we're going to strain it, and then your apple cider vinegar is ready to use. All right, so we went ahead and filled our jars with lukewarm water here. Now we're going to add in some sugar. I'm not going to add nearly as much as what they say to add, just because I don't want that much sugar in mine. So we're just gonna pour just a little bit in here. All right. Now we're going to get our lids. Going to give it a little shake here. So after one day of having solid lids on, you're going to be using either cheesecloth, or you can use a coffee filter with a rubber band and put on top. We are stirring this every day. Just want to push your apples down in. This has been sitting about probably 4 days, I think it's been. So it still has a ways to go, but you can see it's starting to look more like apple cider vinegar. Just gonna give it a little stir here, and then we're going to put our coffee filter back on the top and put it back in the pantry. Cider vinegar has now sat for 2 more weeks after we have strained the apples out of it. So we're going to take this off of the top. As you can see, it has this film on it. So we're going to just gently pluck some of that off as much as we can. This is the mother. You can use this for certain things. The longer you let it sit, the thicker that will get. And then we're going to be straining it into another jar. And you want to use some cheesecloth or some kind of cloth to strain it through to catch all of this stuff that is at the bottom. So here is our homemade apple cider vinegar that we have fully strained. You do want to put parchment paper between your jar and the lid, or your lid will rust due to the fact that it is metal and your vinegar is very acidic. So this will stay for anywhere from 2 to 3 years, just like this. You can use this for baking, you can use it for tinctures, like all kinds of different things. We're going to be doing some of both. We're going to try some tinctures, and we're also going to use some for baking. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe below.